Requiem. I'm dedicating this tour to my mother, late mother. I'm going to be playing Tokyo Garden Theatre, October 7, 8, 9th. I'm going to be playing Royal Albert Hall in London, October 13th. I'm playing Dolby Theatre here in Los Angeles, October 20th. I'm playing Carnegie Hall, October 28th in New York. I'm not looking at any teleprompter or anything. Is that crazy? I remember that.
Very impressive.
Thank you.
I'm happy to give some logistical information if that's okay. Yeah, absolutely. So tickets for the tour do go on sale starting tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. This will be the first time, this tour will be the first time a Japanese artist has headlined all of these historic venues. The concerts will celebrate the 10th anniversary of his Yoshiki classical album, which reached #1 on iTunes classical charts in 10 countries. Yoshiki will perform his new compositions, orchestral performances of his chart-topping songs from ex-Japan and his new groups, and pieces by classical composers Beethoven, Chopin, Tchaikovsky, and Rachmaninoff. The tour will also feature several special guest performers to be announced in the coming weeks. We also have new music to announce. Yoshiki will release the classical music single Requiem on July 21st. And we have a very special announcement. I'm very, very excited to announce that ex-Japan's first single in 8 years, Angel, will be released 1 week later on July 28th. So we will open the floor to press questions in a moment. I know we have a lot of press here in the room and watching internationally on Zoom. But before we start with any questions, I did want to ask Yoshiki to address some of this exciting news we just announced. So Yoshiki, can you tell us a little more about the personal theme of this tour?
About what?
The theme of the tour and perhaps
Okay.
what fans can expect and
Yes. Okay. I don't want you to be, too depressed or anything. Yesterday was Mother's Day, right? Mother's Day. Yes. The tour title is Requiem. Last year in May, I lost my mother. So, at that time, I couldn't do. After my mother passed away, I couldn't do anything. I had a live TV show and everything I had to cancel. So then I was like, what can I do? Actually, I went to see doctor. I couldn't stop crying. Tears just, keep coming like days. Then I started composing a song called Requiem. I was like, you know what? I should move forward. Move forward means I shouldn't give up this point yet. So then those two I just announced was already in talk. I was like, you know what? Let's do this. So in order for me to move forward, also in order for me to give all those, to thank my fans, then everybody supported me. So I decided to do this tour. So that's kind of whole thing.
Thank you. Thank you. I think we can open up to some questions. I have first, why don't we do mix down first? Yeah.
Hi, I'm Greg from Mixdown, and it's really an honor to be here. Yeah.
And I want to know, how do you feel about the modernization of classical music, and do you think that there are any real big modern artists right now that are carrying the torch for classical music?
Good question. I was touring with Sarah Brightman towards the end of last year. We played in America. We played in Las Vegas. Also, and we went to also Mexico and everything. I think Sarah is one of those kind of like amazing modern crossover classical artists. Andrea Bocelli. Okay, in terms of composer you're talking about, I think there are a lot of, I can't name one though. Yes, but we still listen to Beethoven and Mozart and all those amazing artists. They exist 200 years ago or so. Yeah, it's about time to have an amazing composer. I think there's always a great composers, every single era. But I'd like to be one of them for the try.
Why don't we do "And My Time's Radio" next?
Thank you. Hey, YOSHIKI. I'm sorry for the loss of your mother. There are so many creative aspects to your life and your artistic career. International rock stars, one of the last rock stars. Fashion and global humanitarian, so many aspects. How does composing and performing classical music fuel that fire to support the other art forms?
Yes, I started playing piano when I was 4 years old, then started playing drums when I was 10. So it's like I didn't know what rock versus what classical, so to me it's like it's not that different. At the same time, I love rock. As you know, I'm have band like Japan as well as the new band, The Last Rock Stars. I'm really, I feel very honored to be playing those amazing members. Yes, I think it's like stimulate one another, right?
Yeah.
So, like when I feel like I wanna just break something or just like really feeling very like explosive, something like that. Rock is perfect, right? I mean, this rock and roll music, you just can throw everything on the stage and then break everything, then you get praised. Can you imagine if you do it on the street? Right. Okay, so then classical music, actually really was my side when I was going through, was still going through the loss of my mother, It's like instead of keep crying, I think my tears kind of became the melody of the songs.
Beautiful.
So I need both for my life. I think that applies to everyone. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
We can do hits next.
Hello, nice to see you. I'm Elizabeth Lang from Hits Magazine, and there's an external market difference in your persona and your stage presence from when you're playing with, say, X Japan and Last Rock Stars versus when you're performing your classical pieces. How does it feel internally to you? What are the differences in how you feel as an artist when you're performing those very different styles of music?
Yes, good question. I don't really know. It's just but I feel like again, like a lot of emotion exists inside of me. Then I can play very aggressively in classical music too. So I grew up playing rock and classical music at the same time. So it's like even rock music has like some kind of like a journey, like there's a moment and then middle moment, something like that. So I'm just a little bit extreme, but to me, also when I play like Japan or class rock stars, I go back and forth between drums and piano. Not like a classical way, but but it's kind of like a very natural or very organic way for me to express my artistic emotion.
And we can do Pantheon podcast.
Hi, this is Dave from Pantheon Podcast. Just looking at your tour, I see Carnegie Hall. Was there a show? Did you see a performer there in Carnegie Hall, or any of these places, these iconic venues that inspired you?
Yes, I think 2017 I played Carnegie Hall first time. Made me really nervous though. But yeah, then the promoter invited me again. It's such an honor. At that time, I kind of said on the stage too. How do you get to Carnegie Hall? How do you get to Carnegie Hall? I used to have a condominium in New York next to Carnegie Hall. So I said by walk. Supposed to be practice. Anyway, yeah, since then I've been practicing as well. And Royal Alberta Hall, actually I played, one song called Miracle, which I composed for Sarah Brightman. So I was a guest, so I played at Royal Alberta Hall, but this time I'm headlining. Wow. Also, Dolby Theatre. Same, I think I played one song called Miracle, my composition, with Sarah Brightman at Dolby Theatre. But again, some headlining Dolby Theatre too. So, then also this upcoming tour, and I'm playing some of the Japan classical version, or the last rock star classical version, or my staff classical version, classical music, as well as all those. I'm planning on playing some of that difficult Chopin song and then Rachmaninoff song. So it's gonna be a combination of actual classical music and my composition. Yeah, something like that. What was the question? Sorry.
Did you see anybody? Have you seen anybody that inspired at those venues?
Yes. Have I seen? I've seen on TV at Dolby Theatre, Oscar. Academy Award.
Can we get the Grammy Museum to have this career retrospective of your exhibits one day? Do you think we could do that?
Yes, for Grammy Museum to exhibit about my something, that'd be my dream. So I need to work harder.
Okay, I think we're going to turn to some of our virtual guests. I'll start with Billboard. Rob Schwartz, who writes for the publication.
Hi, Yoshiki.
Hello.
We did an article, I don't know if you remember, in 2013 when you released your classical album in Billboard.
Yes.
Okay, good. So my question is just, how would you describe the evolution of your classical music from that time in 2013 to today?
Okay. Yes. Good question. Okay, so I released my kind of first time worldwide my classical album, YOSHIKI Classical, 2013, 10 years ago. Then I did the event here at the Grammy Museum. So then, because that was an event for my classical release. So I was on this stage. Then I played a few songs. Then my agent, a guy from WME, his name is Mark Geiger, came here, then watched me playing the piano. He said, you're gonna go on a world tour with your classical. Like, no, I just, he convinced me. Then 2014, I did 10 countries, like with that time with the quartet or sextet, So yeah, that actually he kind of made my career like as a classical composer slash pianist, touring. Yes. Before that, I was kind of like a composer. Of course, I play piano, like rock and everything, but not like a kind of like a composer perspective, right? But after that tour, I was like, oh my god, I'm also a pianist. So I started practicing. Then, eventually got to Carnegie Hall. Then I'm playing Carnegie Hall again. Yeah, so it's kind of evolved. Then I also, I composed the piano concerto for Emperor of Japan. Emperor's 10th years anniversary. It's such an honor. Since then, I started also composing classical music as well as rock music. So, yeah. Thank you for asking.
Thank you. We'll go to Yuki Tanaka from Sports Hochi.
Okay.
There.
I think you need me to translate it to know they are named. So,
Perhaps we can move on to Tokyo Chunichi Sports. They're there.
江川さん。
聞こえますでしょうか？
はい、聞こえます。
Can you hear me?
Yes.
yes, we can.
Okay.
Yes.
すいません。Allow me to speak in Japanese.
はい。
YOSHIKI さん、お久しぶりです。この権威ある会場すべてでコンサートを行うアーティスト、日本人として初めてですけれども、この歴史的快挙についてどのように思われているでしょうか。
Could you please let us know how you feel about playing at these prestigious venues as a first Japanese artist?
How do I feel? Nervous. I'll be honest. Also, but it's a challenge, but at the same time, it's like when my mother was alive, I was trying to, trying to make it in terms of my career as an artist, trying to make it as worldwide. That I was working so hard. I have been working really hard. I wanted to give the world. I give mother the world. At the same time, I didn't spend enough time with my mother. So, then she passed away. But I want to work even harder to, I don't know, it's like dedicating everything to my mother. I feel like it's worth me doing it then. Exactly how am I going to be able to explain how I'm feeling, but yes, it could be another achievement, because when I composed the Emperor for Japan, she was very proud, so hope she's gonna be proud. Mm-hmm.
I think that's all the time we have for questions this evening, but we all want to thank you for your time and for being here and for allowing us to be part of this very special moment and event. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
the Q&A portion of the event. Is there anything you want to say in closing?
Well, again, thank you so much for being here, came here. They also, internationally being on Zoom call. Yes, as you might have heard, I'm also releasing the single called Requiem. Also, X Japan's new single, Angel. Yeah.
Yes, we do have a music video, and I'm honored to announce that. I'm sorry, I thought perhaps, but we can play the video now.
Yes. It's not the actual music video, but
Teaser, I believe.
Yeah,
correct?
yes. A teaser for Requiem.
Yeah, we have a wonderful teaser for the new single Requiem.
Thank you. So yesterday was Mother's Day, so I think this might be uploaded my YouTube right now. Yeah. Yes.
Well, thank you again. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. I do have a few announcements, but I can get that to them in a second.
Yes, the song Requiem. I may play a little bit tonight as well, but it's gonna be more with the orchestra and everything. By the time you come to Carnegie Hall show and all those shows. Dolby. And Royal Bottle. And Tokyo as well.
Wonderful. Well, that does wrap up the press conference portion of this evening. And just to clear some things up for anyone that didn't get to ask a question this evening, what we can do is the representative that confirmed you for tonight's evening, you can send us some follow-up questions. We'll be happy to get those answered for you. And there will be a press release dropping tomorrow with the ticket on sale at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And that will include all the assets. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.